Yes, good morning, students. So, we are going to start with the new chapter, chapter number 14, Major Agencies of the United Nations. We have already done the chapter United Nations, and in this chapter, we are going to study about the agencies. Only three agencies. There are a number of agencies by which United Nations they are working, but in your syllabus, it is UNICEF, WHO, and UNESCO, and along with their brief information we will study about their functions. I will be doing all the functions with you. You can learn any four functions out of them. So starting with that, as we know that UNO has several specialized agencies through which it operates, and they work for the social and economic development of the developing countries. Each agency has a particular agenda that it follows worldwide. The main functions of these agencies as follows. First one, UNICEF. Learn the full form: United Nations Children Fund. Clear? United Nations, earlier it was the United Nations International Children Emergency Fund. It was created by UN General Assembly during its first session in 1946 to help the emergency need of the children. And later on its name was changed to United Nations Children Fund. And you can say UNICEF is governed by 36 members executive board which review UNICEF activities and prove its policies. Now its headquarters is in New York, and for financing its project, UNICEF depends on voluntary contribution made by the different governments, donation made by private agencies, sale of greeting cards through various fundraising companies. Sale of UNICEF cards is an important source of income. Now coming to the functions, just see the logo of the UNICEF. Come to the functions. According to the function, the first one, it works for the protection of children in respect of their survival, their health and well-being, and this is done in cooperation with individuals, civil groups, governments and the private sector. Second one, it provides funds for training personnel including health and sanitation workers, teachers, nutritionists. Then universal child immunization against preventable diseases. Then it provides technical supply, equipments and other aids ranging from paper for textbook to equipments and medicines to health. Then it assists government to plan, develop and extend community-based services in the field of maternal and child health. It provides help to children and mothers in emergencies arising from natural calamities, etc. It made efforts to prevent diseases like tuberculosis, malaria, eye diseases, skin diseases, etc. And UNICEF perform various other functions as the sole agency for children. It speaks on behalf of the children. Basically, it works for the children, and for their work, it was awarded the Nobel Prize for Peace in the year 1965, and also Indira Gandhi Prize for Peace in 1989. And so these were the functions of UNICEF. Now come to the next functions of WHO, that is the World Health Organization. The World Health Organization is the United Nations specialized agency for basically health, you can say. It was established on April 7, 1948, and April 7 is celebrated as the World Health Day every year. The main objectives attainment of the highest possible level of health by the people, by all people. Health is defined in WHO constitution as a state of complete well-being and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. And its headquarters, it is in Geneva in Switzerland. Now about the functions, you can say it helps countries to improve their health system by building of infrastructure, especially manpower, institutions, etc. It provides important drugs. Drugs means medicine needed for medical care. They launched many programs for 6 major diseases: measles, diphtheria, tetanus, tuberculosis, polio, whooping cough. It promotes research to cure and prevent diseases. For example, it arranged for the investigation of cancer and heart diseases in laboratories in many countries to identify disease causing organism. Then it worked towards providing safe water, drinking water, and adequate waste disposal. Then it organized conferences, seminars, training for health care personnel from different countries. Then it aimed at fighting diseases and preventing them from spreading, malaria, etc. It defines standard for the strength and purity of the medicines. Then it makes special efforts in combating various diseases which are known as killers of infants, small children and young children. It published health journals like bulletins of the World Health Organization to create the consciousness among the people regarding the health. So only we are going to do the functions. Now the third agency, it is your United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, that is UNESCO. So it came on existence on 4th November 1946. Objective: peace and security in the world by promoting collaboration among the nations through education, science, culture and communication. Various function under different heads. First one, it is education, removal of illiteracy by encouraging them. Then emphasis on education of the women and the girl, very important. Financial assistance for the education of the disabled children. Then grants and fellowship to teachers and scholars. Organizing library systems. Then organization of book fairs, festivals at international and national levels. Then encouragement of science education. Then promotion of education as an instrument of international understanding under education. So scientific activities, you can now see they are given in different heads, so please at least two from different heads. UNESCO, they can ask you that write any two functions related to the education or related to the scientific or communication or cultural heritage. They organize seminars, conferences. Okay, then you can say that it promote basic research in field like geology, mathematics, physics, oceanography, etc. It helps in correcting the imbalance of scientific and technological manpower that exists. It encourages the study of social sciences in order to focus attention on removing the discrimination, providing the status of women and helping the youth in solving their problems. Then communication, very important. It has set up a regional network, training techniques and deal with both hardware and software aspects. It provides the quality of the press, the films and video services. Then it assists developing countries to develop a communication. Then it upholds the freedom of the press and the independence of the media, very important. Then preservation of cultural heritage. How? So they provide technical advice and assistance, equipments and funds for the preservation of the monuments and also the work of art. Then it aimed to protect the world inheritance of books, work of art and rare manuscripts. It gave encouragement to artistic creation in literature and fine arts. It pays attention towards the cultural development through the medium of films. Then it sends cultural missions to different countries so that there would be development of contacts which may promote peace and prosperity. Clear? So these were some, or these are some of the functions of the major three agencies which are working in the different fields all over the world.